Hey everybody, welcome to the OSG Garage. I'm the old slow guy Keith, and today we're going to work on a remote choke for this guy, for the Lectron carburetor. When it first came with it, the choke is all the way in the back here, and it's a little hard to get to. So what we're going to do today is add this remote choke to the bike. Let's get started, huh? I think you can see it, but the choke is all the way back here on the wrong side of the engine. But with any of these Lectron carburetors, that's the only side of the engine it comes on. So what we got to try and do today is take that out and put this extension in, and I'm thinking I can get it down through this hole right there, up and around, and mount somewhere right about there. Let's see if we can't loosen up the boots here real quick. Give it a quick little rotate so we can get better access to that bolt there. Alright, now let's see if we can't sneak that cable in through this hole to where it needs to go for it to work. And the other thing I could do is just do it this way too. I don't think I could just push it. No, I like this. No, I don't like that. I don't know what to do. almost always got to fiddle. It gets to be a little old, but let's see how this works. So this little remote goes on very nicely here. Pretty easy to swap in up to this point. Just kind of getting the base of it on here. Sink it down relatively tight here. Get a nice bite. Put that back in. Make sure we got all the boots snapped. Rotate the carb back to where we need it. Now here's what I'm worried about is the cable itself doesn't really want to fit. So here's where we're going to run into a wee bit of a problem. So I'm really not thinking this is the best routing because this is pinched right here, but there's really not much else I can do. So the carburetor's in the right spot. This still functions. The choke still goes up and down. It doesn't interfere with its actuation at all. So now I just got to figure out where do I want to mount this for the actual choke lever. Ideally, it'd be nice to put it here, but I don't want it sticking so far out of the bike that my leg hits it every time. That's going to be the problem. Your leg is going to hit it here. So I'd like to bury it inside of the frame here. Then we can get at it. So I think I'm going to try and figure something out to put it in there. Tank back in. See how much room I got in there. This panel ends up fitting right about there. Let's see. What would be it? Then we can't get that. So that frame member is about a little over an inch. So I'm going to cut a hole in here using this drill bit down to about 1.1 inches. Once I get the hole in there, I'm going to use this to kind of cut out a tab so it's got the the little round piece there, and I'm going to weld it right onto this frame rail. So there's the hole, there's the tab I made up here. Put a little bit of weld on there. It's not a pretty weld job by any means, but when you just have a flux core welder, that's about the best you can do. Now before I cut the hole in there, I drilled and tapped for, I think this is an M4. So I've got this, and then this will mount right like that. So now I'm just going to thread this little stainless button head screw in here. Put all this back together. And I think we've got it. Now looking inside of there, probably doesn't look a lot of sharp angles. A sharp angle on here on the lever. But this is working just fine. So all in all, the installation was pretty straightforward. Once you find a place to locate the choke lever, you just have to figure out how to mount it. In our case, we had to weld a little tab on the inside of here to get something to mount to. But there's also some options where on brackets or places in the frame like that, if your motorcycle has those locations, you could probably mount it there as well too. So the Lectron Carb is an awesome thing to put on pretty much any two-stroke bike. Great thing about it is you never have to rejet for altitude, and you usually pick up a bunch of mileage too. On the KDX 200 here, we're getting close to 35 miles at a gallon right now too. And like I said, being in Northern California, we go up mountains, we never have to rejet. So good job, pretty simple installation. And I think that's it today for the Old Slow Guy Garage. I'm Keith, the Old Slow Guy. If you like the video, hit like down below, hit subscribe, and we'll see you soon. Maybe we'll do a video next on this old guy and getting the carburetors to work, huh? Take it easy.